Hi guys, at the beginning of PMQs on Wednesday, the Speaker of the House of Commons asked for members of Parliament to refrain from speaking about the recent arrest of an individual involved in an attack that took the lives of 3 young children. So Lindsay Hoyle admitted that parliamentary privilege allowed MPs to speak about the issue, but he asked them to avoid discussing the case out of risk of prejudicing the current investigation and out of respect for the victims involved. Richard Tice either wasn't listening or couldn't give a crap.
Richard Tice.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The government's own independent reviewer of terrorism legislation, Jonathan Hall Casey, has said repeatedly recently that it is important in incidents of terrorism that the authorities put out more information sooner in order to prevent an information gap. Does the Prime Minister agree?
Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, obviously I'll tread carefully in answering this question for the very reasons that you yourself set out at the beginning of this session. I think it's very important, first and foremost, that in all cases, including the particularly difficult case that the Speaker mentioned earlier, that the police and prosecutors are able to do their difficult job. And all of us in this House have a choice to make, including both candidates to be the next Tory leader. They can either support the police in their difficult task, or they can undermine the police in their difficult task. And I know which side I'm on.
You know, this guy doesn't give a crap. Doesn't give a crap about the victims. Doesn't give a crap about the consequences of his actions. Both of them, both Richard Tice and Nigel Farage, they're trying to use this issue to push a narrative that the problem is immigration. We need to reduce immigration because of these people like this. We need to send these people back, irrespective of whether they were born in Britain or not. This seems to be the narrative that they're trying to push, and they're willing. You know, the Speaker of the House of Commons, I don't have the clip here, but if you go back to the very beginning of the session in the House of Commons, so Lindsay Hoyle said, it's important that we don't influence the case in any way. We don't talk about this particular case out of respect for the process, but also out of respect for the victims. Now, do you think that Nigel Farage or Richard Tice give a crap about the victims? They will claim to care, but they're willing to use it as a political football. It's a disgrace. It's shameful behaviour. Nigel Farage doing a bit of a victory lap, claiming that he was right all along, when he's talking about 2 different cases. These people should be nowhere near Parliament. They're not representative of their constituents. They only care about promoting themselves. Farage and Tice, both of them. And they're willing to throw whoever they want under a bus in order to achieve that. Even the victims of such a terrible attack. I don't know what else to say about this. You know, these individuals should be nowhere near Parliament. The Conservatives, of course, are trying to, Robert Jenrick in particular, trying to make hay out of the situation as well, and will no doubt try and bring it up in Parliament. He doesn't care about the victims either. He's pandering to the same group of people that Richard Tice and Nigel Farage are pandering to. The worst in society. The ones who don't care about these victims were happy to go out and riot, not knowing what the hell was going on. And it's not the job of the police to do a running commentary, to provide information to Nigel Farage or Richard Tice or Robert Jenrick in order for them not to ask questions that would result in people going out and rioting. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.